And all their hosts shall fall down.
And all their armies. This is what he saw. And all their armies fell down.
As the lily falleth off from the vine.
Go ahead.
And as a fallen fig from the fig tree.
Now, you see that, right? Now I want you to jump to the verse where it tells you where his sword is going to be bathed.
Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Now the Lord called this sword, this event, his sword being bathed in heaven. Go ahead.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Now we found out Idumea was the Greek and Roman name for the word or the kingdom of Edom. Okay? The kingdom of Edom. And so it's showing you what specific kingdom of men. Go ahead.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Okay, now, this is what I want you to do. Real quick. Go back to Revelations. I want you to read chapter 12, verse 7. Then you're going to go to Joel chapter 3. And you're going to read verse 9. Keep it on the sign there.
Okay. Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven.
So now we're finding out the war that's taking place in heaven is talking about war in the realm of Esau. Alright? War in Esau's kingdom. Now, and because it's Esau's heaven that's being upset. Now, go to Joel and read chapter 3 and verse 9.
Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
The Gentiles is talking about nations. That's an Old Testament term that means peoples, nations, countries. Go ahead.
Prepare war.
Prepare what?
Prepare war.
That is what John the Revelator saw. He saw the nations being gathered together. Now Isaiah just said that. It said the Lord's what? Fury is going to be poured out on what? On all the nations and their armies. So Joel is saying prepare war. Go ahead.
Wake up the mighty men.
The mighty men is talking about the Russians, man. It's talking about the Chinese. It's talking about the Persians. Go ahead.
Let all the men of war draw near.
Go ahead.
Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords.
Continue.
And your pruning hooks into spears.
Go ahead.
Let the weak say, I am strong.
That's all those third world countries. Now then, listen, let me say this. Have not Esau been fighting like hell to get the Iranians to cease from using what? From their nuclear endeavors, the nuclear program? Have not the Americans been giving all type of foreign aid to the North Koreans so that they would discontinue their nuclear program? And the North Koreans been shooting off bombs daily and making threats. So that's that process that's taking place. That's what John the Revelator saw. He said, I saw war in heaven. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen.
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye nations. Go ahead.
And gather yourselves together round about.
Go ahead.
Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord.
When he said thither, this is Joel said, when all those nations are gathered, thither means there. When all those nations are gathered, there, Lord, at that point, cause your mighty ones to come down. That's where the Lord's going to have Michael and Yahweh Michael and all of his holy angels intervene on that war for Israel's sake and deliverance. And we're going to read that too. That's in the book of Daniel. We're going to read it. We're going to tie all this in so you can see all of this stuff you've been reading about in the scriptures about the war in heaven is talking about a war that's going to upset the so-called white man's power structure and his comfort zone and throw him down. All right? Okay. Now go from there. Go back to Revelation chapter 12. I got to make some adjustments here. I want you to still keep the camera there. I just kind of had this one was flipped upside down. You know, you be moving with such haste and you don't actually sometimes see the bigger picture. Excuse me. Literally the bigger picture. All right, you ready? You had Revelation chapter 12 verse 7.
Yeah.
Okay, read that.
Revelation chapter 12 verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon.
Listen now, hold on. There was war. Now that we know the war was taking place in the physical realm, when it says Michael and his angels fought the dragons, remember, the very same, I want you to know what? Let's just stay there. Stay there for now. Okay? Continue, listen, read it first, then I want you to just read through it. I want you to read through it all the way down from verses 7 to 10. Then we're going to come back and read through it and break it down. Okay, go ahead.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying,
at the end of verse 11?
End of verse 9.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Alright, go ahead.
Which accused them before our God day and night.
Check that out. Okay. Now, we're going to go back through that again. And, well, hold on. This is what I want. Because what I want to do is I want to take that and just tie it verse for verse in with all the others. Alright? Okay. So let's read that. I say that so you can really, you know what I'm saying? So you can, okay.
Revelation.
So you're at Revelations, and you're going to read 12. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start at verse 7, and we're going to go tit for tat. In other words, whatever is said in verse 7, we're going to, in Revelation 12, we're going to show you. That's all it was said in Isaiah chapter 14. It said, and the great dragon was cast off. But you will do that, and I'll read the equivalent in Isaiah, okay? Okay, so call where you at now.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 7.
Go ahead.
And there was war in heaven.
Right. Now we found out that the war is really what? In Esau's realm. The Lord said his sword was going to be bathed in Idumea. It shall come down in Idumea. Then we went to Joel, and it said what? That it said that all the nations was going to be brought. It said, gather together for war. Prepare ye war among the Gentiles. Let the weak say I am strong. And that's what we see. So now, this war in heaven is crystal clear that it's talking about a war in the realm on earth of men. Go ahead.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Now I'm going to show you the action. Why was Michael fighting the dragon? Hold on, because I want you to read verse, that was 7, you're going to read verse 8 also, okay? Why was Michael fighting the dragon? That's what they don't tell you in church. Michael just decided to pick a fight with the dragon. You know what I mean? So we're going to show you, read verse 7 and 8 again, and then we're going to show you in Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1 why Michael was fighting the dragon. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not.
The dragon fought against Michael and his angels, and prevailed not, meaning they didn't win. Go ahead.
Neither was their place found any more in heaven.
And then when it says their place found any more in heaven, meaning on this earth in the realm of men, they lost their position. They were put out of the seat of authority. They were put, that's why, let me say this, that's why Isaiah said, we're going to sing, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked. He hath broken the scepter of the rulers. I mean, they're going to lose it. Read on down. Where you at now?
Daniel chapter 12, verse 1.
Now, this is the link right here. The link is Michael. Because it tells you Michael's going to be fighting the dragon, and the dragon's not going to prevail. But Daniel's going to tell you why Michael is going to be fighting the dragon. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
This is the Lord speaking to Daniel about what Michael is going to do to intervene in this world and deliver our people. He said, the brother of thy people. Daniel was an Israelite. He's telling Daniel, your people are going to be delivered. Go ahead.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was seen there was a nation even to that same time.
Read that again. And there shall be a time of trouble.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time.
Because the time it's talking about is World War III. It's talking about the dynamic that's going to be leading completely to World War III. So it's going to be all type. Now, what type of dynamic are we talking about? Let me familiarize you with it. We're talking about a total breakdown of all social order in the United States and globally. We're talking about a system of purchase, of commerce being imposed upon people that